5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you still physically attracted to my daughter, Greg?
Pam? Are you kidding? Yes, Jack. Jack, there's never been a problem with that.
Even after her body has endured the hellish ordeal of birthing twins?
Yes, even after that, it's all good. It's all good under the hood.
That's disgusting.
Hello, and welcome to the Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind: find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris. I'm now joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Rob Scoochie. Hey, how are you? And why are we doing Little Fockers?
It pains me. I'm doing great. I'm fine. I'm good.
No, good.
But it pains me because I liked Meet the Parents and I liked Meet the
did.
Fockers. The first one came out when I was 12, and the second one came out when I was 16. And it was a good PG-13 comedy, kind of raunchy, kind of pushing towards the edge. You could have your girlfriend over and watch it with your parents, and it's like, ooh, but like it's all in good fun because it's PG-13, and it's like it's Robert De Niro and it's Ben Stiller, and it's like it's like he was our funny guy and he was their serious guy. Now he's being funny, and the first two are great because they escalate because it's like, oh, he's meeting the parents, he's a CIA dude, he doesn't trust him, he's got his own walls up, we don't know why.
Nice. Good
and
setup.
then the next one, you meet his parents, and that's a whole new layer of like a new vehicle for the jokes. Now it's like Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand are so unhinged.
Two opposite families.
Yeah. And like but they're so nurturing, but Robert De Niro is like such like a closed off like curmudgeon.
Right. Yeah.
And it's great.
But
then
which
the third
he
one's
is so
like
good at.
But this one is like, hey, those first two are really funny. We have nowhere to build. We're gonna throw kids into the mix and barely fucking have them on screen.
Yep.
And then try just recycling all the humor from the first two. Which sucks because there was talent behind the first two, like as far as like thought and consideration and like escalating it and So
it wasn't just the kids that weren't on screen very often, though. Like many of the characters who mattered, in the first movie at least, weren't on screen very much at all. You know,
at all. Yeah. So like that's it. So you wanna explain it?
Yeah, right after that alliteration, baby.
I got a great alliteration.
In this segment, we're here to give you a clear and concise picture of what the plot of this movie actually is. You need a good example? I've got one for you. Here.
Holy shit. This whole attack is just a big diversion to get those tripods to the data centers. And those tripods are just Trojan horses to get those little bugs into the servers. To get to the data.
See?
Gaylord Greg gets got as God-Focker, egregiously gagging on Grandpa's guile, guilt-tripping, and Goodfella's God complex, gradually getting good graces from good gumption.
Wow. When you said gagging on Grandpa's, I was worried where you were going. But
I could have said gooch, but I was going with guile, his egregiousness, his gall. Gall would have worked too.
Gall. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah. I thought galls, like he was gargling his galls down
like
there.
His stones.
He did have, because he did have his wiener in his hand at one point in this movie, which was
the whole, what was the drug called? I think the drug began with G.
Sustaingo.
Sustaingo. No, it's Sustaingo. It's the G is prominent though.
Like, it is. Yeah,
the second to last letter, and it begins with S.
Sustain the boner.
Go is a very important word.
Right. No, it is. It is. You're right.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So after maintaining his position in the circle of trust, Greg is given the reins by Papa Burns. Can Greg handle the pressure, or will he spite fuck Jessica Alba? Will Jack have a heart attack or a hard on? Will Pam even appear? Will Kevin find a way to jizz on his own back? Why does that matter? What am I talking about? All valid questions with juicy answers in our review of Little Fockers.
Okay. Jizzing on the back.
Yeah, well, if you're wondering why, we'll get to it.
Oh, yeah.
For now, let's throw it to the worst production.
Wow.
You ever tried?
No.
Do a quick flip over?
No. I mean, flip over
quick 180 in the bed,
like a flip over as in like tuck it down between your legs and hope it goes up on your butt, or
no, I'm just saying like I'm just saying you're laying and then you do a quick surfboard turn.
So laying on your back and you plank
Yeah, then you, yeah, exactly, yeah. That's
all right. And it's
every
not
man
production.
has tried it.
We have to do YouTube first.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was a little distracted.
You were excited about all that.
By the Sustaingo. Took a couple Sustangos before that.
Certainly make you not come.
It takes two to Sustaingo. Oh, that's good for the right.
Nice. That's
it
good.
It takes
great.
two to Sustaingo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I only picked one because they're all just like, it was mostly comments from 6 years ago going like, I didn't know they made a third one. So.
Yeah.
Here's one.
That's reasonable.
Here's one that's like, I like it because I could pinch the nose on this one. And it's like the clue train is making the last stop at this person. So.
Okay, here we go.
I like how Greg is less of a pushover to Jack in the third film. In the end of the trailer, he said no to Jack. That's development on his end.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I get that. That's the best one because it's pointing out the biggest flaw in the movie and praising it, and that is that every character is different than they used to be. I mean, I guess Kevin's a bit of the same Kevin like Owen Wilson's character, but just on steroids. And we've already gone really into him, and he's not a major character, so we don't need to talk about him anymore until we get to him. But yeah, that's one of my problems. But if you want to hear the worst problem that I have with this, I guess we'll throw it to the worst production for that.
Yeah, and I might piggyback on this depending on what you say, but
you're gonna love my tagline.
Okay, here we go.
This is where we talk about the production of the movie, and it usually sounds something like this.
Oh my God. This is terrible.
Okay.
About Kosmo Kramer Jenga. So it's you and me. We set up the giant Jenga tower, right?
Yeah.
And you were just going to play one-on-one, but then Kosmo Kramer comes through the door, and he wants to play. This is not good. We have the giant, building.
Does the actor playing him say the N-word when he starts bombing on a stand-up set 100 times?
In this movie, it wouldn't shock me if they were going for the, startle reflex for laughs. But yeah, imagine you're playing with Kosmo Kramer. He's too impulsive and doesn't let things build up. So, he's just punching out bottom blocks right from the beginning. And the whole structure just falls down. And that's what happens in this movie. They had the well-built Jenga tower. And then instead of building on it, they just started punching really low, knocking out important bricks, and the whole tower fell down. And I just thought, from low-hanging fruit to cheap humor, it was a waste of time, money, and just people grabbing paychecks. Oh, and different director.
Yeah, the first one I'm looking. That's why I'm looking up here right now. The first one's Jay Roach. The second one's Jay Roach. The third one is Paul Weitz.
Right.
Yeah.
Which made a big difference because he just didn't know how to run with the well-developed, character arcs.
That's the thing with any legacy thing. It's like, dude, all right. So here's what I was going to add to it. Not to usurp your production, but Meet the Parents budget $55 million. There were gazebo fires. There were sets being demolished.
I know it. Yeah.
Okay. Meet the Fockers $80 million. They both earned well past they're profitable, right? They're profitable 10 times over.
I believe it.
$80 million for Meet the Fockers. Little Fockers $100 million, only made $310. It's all that money must have went to the star power. They must have we haven't done this in about 10 years. Let's renege and let's cash in because we have other projects we want to fund.
And I heard,
so that's where I'm at. It's just they spent so much money for such a less movie.
Yeah, I heard they almost didn't even get Dustin Hoffman. He was a late sign-on, which is why they had to go with him learning the tango in Spain.
That's why he was on location and Skyping in because they couldn't get him on set. Yeah. Okay.
Right. He had his menopause episode, which was a joke that I thought they thought landed, but it didn't.
And before I tangent, It's the same reason like Arrested Development's reboot didn't work, because the whole show hinged on the chemistry of those people in the same room together.
Yeah.
But like years have passed, they were all doing their own shit. So it was like, oh, we're gonna have a Gob story, we're gonna have this guy's story, and they never intersect. So it's like you have all the faces associated with it, but they're never like fully interacting the way that like made it magnetic in the first place. You know?
Yeah. You need them all interacting with each other.
Yeah, you need the ensemble doing ensemble stuff. Yeah.
I will say though, like, you know, I like if Cheers did a Woody Harrelson thing, might have worked.
Yeah.
They did a Frasier thing, it worked.
Yeah.
But
when
most
Woody
shows aren't
Harrelson
like
was
that.
on Frasier, it was awesome because like, he knew how to channel that guy, and like all the Cheers cameos on Frasier they're fucking top notch.
They did try to do it with Friends though, and they made a Joey show, and that failed.
Yeah.
And I think they made a Kramer show too, didn't they? Didn't Seinfeld make a?
Oh, they might have. All I remember is Michael Richards saying the N-word like a million times when he was bombing at the Laugh Factory.
He was so mad that he just let it go over and over again. Like it was on the tip of his tongue, and
I believe he led into that whole thing with 50 years ago, we'd have you upside down with a fork up your ass.
Holy shit. I wouldn't know because I haven't watched it since I saw it in high school or whatever. And
it's amazing.
Maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should. Holy fuck. Well, anyway, let's throw up the plot pounders.
Yeah, let's pound this plot.
You might ask why Chris and Rob are so good at this.
They're a hybrid organism, biological and cyber.
We are the plot pounders.
All right.
Pick up those pennies. Okay. Normal hustle and bustle household for the Focker family. 9 to 5 for Daddy Focker.
Yep.
Busy day for Mother Focker and the child Fockers.
Yeah.
Gregory Focker, played by Ben Stiller, is keeping to a crazy nursing schedule, and we get a glimpse into what a day looks like for him. Yeah. I'm not sure that they give him a very important sounding title when Robert De Niro is later on like giving him credit to the principal of the school that we'll see in a little while.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure it's a job, you know? Did it sound like a real job?
It sounds like, so I work in fields and adjacent to fields where like people make more money consulting people in their fields than the people who are working in the field make.
Yeah.
It sounds like a consulting thing where it's like, oh, I'm a futurist specialist of dynamic applications, but like, so you sell shit to nurses, you know, like that's like kind
of. But we find out pretty soon after that he's you know, knuckle deep in the field still.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. But he's got his foot in the pharmaceutical door because he wants like that sweet like Viagra money or the Sustaingo.
He's got a couple toes in that hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do get to see what his day looks like. So let's throw it to our second clip of the day. This is Pumpkin Eater.
Yep.
Okay, you're about 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
Ms. Douglas from the administrative board called. She wants to get a list of the budget cuts. We have a meeting in 20 minutes with John Rader, and some drug rep from Boston Pharmaceuticals is waiting in your office. Andy something.
Is a drug rep in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, in 3 minutes, pop your head in and tell me I have to go to my next meeting, all right? Sorry, I'm gonna make this really quick. I got a very busy morning.
I understand, Nurse Focker. I'm Andy Garcia.
Oh, hi. You have a lot less stubble in person. There's an actor named Andy Garcia.
Who?
He's talking about a pussy.
Widow's Peak, tough guy.
I was just kidding. Of course I know who Andy Garcia is. I get that all the time.
Yeah, you must get it all the time because you're named Andy Garcia.
I loved the article you wrote in the AMA Journal, Putting Patients First.
You read that?
I loved it. It was so cool getting a nurse's perspective on the healthcare crisis.
Yeah, that was the idea.
I actually started out as a nurse myself.
Really? Oh, well, nowadays I do less nursing and more...
Annoying meetings with drug reps you'd rather not deal with.
Hey, Greg, it's time for your next meeting.
That's okay, I'm fine, Kristen. Thank you.
Yeah, but he doesn't like to wait. You know how he is, you know.
Well, it's John Rader.
Yeah, he's really...
He always runs late. Always runs late. Thanks.
You're swamped.
No.
So, she's hot. It's Jessica Alba.
Yeah. Yeah, she's her.
Yeah, she's pretty fucking hot. I won't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica Biel too. You remember when that was a thing? The two of them. It was like
Dark Angel.
Like I would have paid to see them on the fucking White House lawn going at it. Like USC wise. I mean,
yeah, and
like the two of them back when they were.
And like for our audio only listeners, I'm not making any motions.
No, he's not. He wouldn't. Yeah, he's just playing rocks paper with himself. But she's so hot that Greg wants to hear her out. She wants him to be a rep on an erectile dysfunction medication, which is like an immediate low-hanging fruit setup for jokes that they don't even land. I just feel like there was so like American Pie did. I think it was like American Pie 2 or 3 did the can't get the boner away joke way better than this, and they should have better writers than American Pie.
This will factor into my demerit, so I'll save it for later. But I 100% agree.
Yeah. So he well, the way I wrote it is this sets up for what will be the only fruit available to us for the next hour and a half, which is low-hanging fruit. The joke I made already. Boner jokes, bad. Enjoying performing enemas side by side with a stranger, on a stranger, is a stranger fruit selection, though. A durian, perhaps. Let's see that stinky butt fruit in our next clip. This is suppositivity.
Did you sufficiently lubricate the nozzle?
I did do that.
Great.
Good. Okay, got this?
Yep.
All right, take a nice deep breath.
And focus on relaxing your
This is so weird.
Right. That's right. Just want to let it dilate, like a flower opening up.
Blossoming lotus.
Sort of like a desert cactus.
Maturing.
Well, it's okay. Just a little friendly visitor. Just saying hello.
All right, I'm just gonna stick it in a little further.
Good, smooth insertion.
Thank you.
I'm going to release the clamp. Let it flow.
Better.
How's that?
It's great.
I really could not stand that scene. It made me want to vomit for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I mean, everything about it. What is the joke? Like that they're putting something in a fat man's ass, right?
Okay,
That's the joke.
Here's me giving it too much credit, and he's physically attracted to her, right?
Yes.
Because it's Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
And this is a very niche strategy they have for fixing this one hyper specific situation. So I think he's turned on by her competence, and that's what they were trying to convey here. It's like, oh, this is gross and fucked up, but she's an expert and she's hot.
Yeah, I agree. So the vehicle is the insertion. So the joke is supposed to be that it's really funny that is how he learns that she's really good at her job.
Yeah.
But no.
What's his bitch wife doing other than rearing his children? She's not being hot and helping him finger assholes.
No, yeah, she's very, very good point. I don't think she's fingered a single butthole with him.
Yeah, you can tell by his crow's feet.
Right, yeah, he's definitely worn out.
That makes you younger.
Right, but the dialogue in this movie is so far from what would actually happen, and I don't feel like that's true in Meet the Parents. I feel like they do a great job of making the crazy hijinks that happen more believable than they had any right to.
It felt lived in.
That's a Jay Roach kind of thing. Yeah, it did.
It felt lived in. It was like this guy is reliably this guy, and then this guy's reliably this guy, and reliably these two personalities don't get along, and the humor comes from their reactions to each other. Whereas this is read the cue card with the funny boner thing.
Yeah, this is Robert De Niro in the first one was a total psycho stickler, former Marine kind of guy who made reasonable decisions given his background. And Ben Stiller was just your average guy who's on the smart side, trying to do right, has bad luck, makes a couple questionable decisions. But good dude. They don't exist in this movie.
Yeah.
No, those are not the people that exist in this movie.
In the first one, Ben Stiller, he scored like 97th percentile on the MCATs or whatever.
Yeah, right.
And he got caught with so many little white lies about milking cats and like other weird shit.
Yeah.
De Niro rightfully assumed he rightfully assumed like, hey, the way you do anything's the way you do everything. He's lying here.
Yeah.
So what means he's not lying over here?
Yeah.
Whereas like that barrier's been broken for 2 movies now.
Yeah.
So this is all they have to lean on.
Right, but he decides anyway to hand him the farm because he's the only option. They had to have Dr. Bob. Anyway, we're going into the movie and we shouldn't. Because I've got more to say. Isn't she definitely not allowed to stick her fingers in that man's butt because she's not on the hospital?
She's not HIPAA. That's like a HIPAA violation, right? She's not a doctor. She's not on the payroll. She's a consultant coming in for a meeting with one of the resident nurses.
Trying to get him to sell erectile dysfunction medicine does not equate to her being allowed to perform.
To insert herself into a patient.
Right. Agreed. So we agree. She tells Greg that he can make a lot of money going to speak at erection dysfunction functions.
Yeah.
We check in on Robert De Niro and Blythe Danner, that is Dina's name. The Burns, as they discuss the divorce going on with the other daughter. Bob, the doctor we just, we're just talking about, cheated on Deb, and they're not happy about it.
Yeah.
We also get a look into the Fockers, Mama and Papa, played by Dustin Hoffman and Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
Dad is off in Spain learning flamenco, and Mom is signed on to a second season of her sex talk show. Get ready for more low-hanging, lowbrow bullshit. Just a warning. It's another one of the setups where like they went from really edgy raunchy in the first one to just raunchy like fart joke kind of stuff in this one. Just laziness. Back at the Burns, Jack is having a heart attack. He is so upset about Dr. Bob that he's cutting out a picture of Dr. Bob and the family. And it makes him so riled up that he has to defibrillate.
I think, defibrillator.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Cooties with Elijah Wood and Rainn Wilson? Because he brags about his pickup truck and he keeps trying to say rear wheel drive, and it happens like 3 times in the movie. He's like rear.
Oh, okay.
And it reminded me of your defibrillator. When he's like rear wheel drive.
It's just one of those American words that is wrong, you know.
It's not.
It should just take the R out.
Rear drive. So if we were in a Dragon Ball episode, it'd work pretty good.
February. We just don't need it, you know. Get it out of there. Nobody likes it. Everybody, goes for it, and some people think
Wednesday.
Like they get embarrassed on a podcast. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We don't need it. So Owen Wilson is trying to get engaged, and he wants Greg's advice. So he does a little FaceTime audio, but over the laptop. A little, I don't know, what is that? A little Discord. Reading a little Zoom chat on the laptop.
It was clearly an iMac because they had to like have the fucking logo like right here. So probably FaceTime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's asking Greg. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have some." F4 planes drive by. They're going to write in the sky, will you marry me? I'm going to have, a parade of dolphins, one of which is going to like offshore itself with the ring. And then I'm going to do cartwheels on the sand.
Yeah.
And hand her the engagement ring and ask her to marry me.
Yeah.
In Florence. And Ben is like, Greg is like, that's too much, man. Just speak from the heart, just get down on your knee and tell her you love her, and that'll be enough. And Kevin's like, scrap that. I'm just gonna take your advice. I know Svetlana much better than you, but I'm going to take your advice instead.
Yeah.
I would argue Greg is in the right and does a good thing for Kevin here. Side note. Because if that's what she needs to get engaged to you,
she's a gold digger.
She's not.
she's a mail
she's
order
not the
gold
person.
digger, and the fact that Jack can't see that because you gave him bad advice, and he was my favorite future son-in-law that you replaced. Yeah, so
yep,
it's a shame.
I
So
mean,
all these
you know
beats are
what?
good. All these beats are good.
I would chill with Kevin.
Yeah. I would too.
Yeah, Owen Wilson's character, I would chill with him. If for nothing other than like he's got a lot of money and he's just gonna like buy us bottles. But like
he's
got good stories. I would get annoyed. I would get annoyed, but like he's gonna go with the flow, you know? Like you like make a joke about him, he's not gonna get all defensive.
He'll be funny, he'll own his personality whenever you call it out.
Yeah.
But he will pay for everybody's bar tab, but you have to hear about how he lived in Egypt for 3 months.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that, you know, because like if he does have the life he says he does, which he proves in you know like time and time again in all 3 movies, then he probably has more interesting stories than I do. You know,
and part of the transaction is just realizing you know it's a transaction, so you're just like, okay.
Yeah, I'll get the free champagne for this Egypt story. I've heard 3 times already.
Amsterdam was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Jack tells Greg about the heart attack in a confidential conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Only Greg. And here's why. We're going to throw this to a clip now. This is God Fuck Me.
Greg, stop talking and listen.
Okay.
Now, my geological research has allowed me to track the Burns family as far back as 1643.
1643?
Now, I wouldn't be able to do that, say, with your family, with old wandering peddlers and nameless peasants.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as there have been Burnses, there's always been a patriarch to lead our family through good times and bad. And I've finally come to the realization that the next in line to the throne, Greg, is you.
Me?
Yes, you, Greg.
Well,
so my question is this. In the event of my demise, are you prepared to lead this family?
You know, Jack, we're right in the middle of dinner. Maybe we could talk about this, you know, when you come into town.
If I go down, Greg, I need to know someone will be responsible for the whole Burns clan. So I ask you, Greg, are you prepared to be the God-Focker?
This is so...
The God-Focker.
The God-Focker.
They thought that was gonna bring the whole fucking house down.
They thought it was gonna crush. Yeah,
they thought they ate. They thought they cooked. They thought they cooked, then they ate.
Yeah.
But then it's just like it doesn't fit his character profile because he lacks the self-awareness to like say things like God-Focker.
It's like supposed to be humorous. I was about to say it's funny, but I can't even give it that. It's supposed to be a humorous note from him to Greg. Yeah. Right? Like, I am handing you the family, but under the title of the Godfather. But your Focker last name is so close that I'm going to make it a pun. That's just a humorous thing. Like, he can't not be making a joke. It has to be in the form of humor.
Yeah.
Right? Because otherwise it has to be a title bestowed upon him that lends such honor as to do what it actually does to Greg, and that's imbue him with this everlasting confidence that
endless
gets him through
obligation.
The rest of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's true. But then Jack completes the conversation with Greg. Greg says, "Yeah, I'll be the God-Focker. I can do it." And you know what? Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro are good together.
Yeah.
And they're both good actors. Say what you will.
Yeah.
Not that you would about Robert De Niro, but they get the point across, and then Greg goes into the living room to like smite his wife once more with a little more sarcasm. About how he does have files, and now he's a very confident husband.
Yeah.
So he tells the son, "Eat the pasta that your mother made." It was like lasagna or something. He's like, "I'm your dad, and I want you to eat it." And he's like, "Well, I feel sick." "Well, I'm your father, and I'm requesting you eat it." So he eats him, and he throws up on him. So funny. You know why? Because it's a callback to the first one with the baby puke.
Yeah.
It's not the very realistic and subtle, like, milk vomit that hits his shoulder and ruins the only shirt he has.
It's Linda Blair with the pea soup.
Exorcist. Yeah, dude, exactly. It is like a Slime Time Live amount of puke. Yeah. I think Mom really is not paying any attention. I think she's like a box of wine deep if she doesn't know that this kid's already had 7 pieces of lasagna, and that's why he feels queasy.
Yeah.
Well, how's he getting all of this food? What is all that drink? It's not milk.
Yeah.
Is he just like chugging? Is he trying to stay hydrated while he's lifting? He's like having a full fucking Poland Spring gallon in the basement while he's like doing reps.
He made the wrong creatine and zinc cocktail, and now he's got like poisoning.
and now he's Jake Visconti just shitting literal green and puking green in my bathroom.
That was a deep reference. I was hoping you would name
bro.
my name.
Okay, that actually happened.
Flicky
Kid
belly.
took too much zinc and just like started.
We played too much Flicky Belly in the kitchen.
It was like St. Patty's Day beer all over the bathroom at the restaurant I used to own. Anyway, so Greg and the other Fockers have Jack and Dina for dinner. The Burns, they're coming over. This is where I have that abuser slated, but I'll give it a little intro. They're at the dinner table and they throw it to the son to say something impressive because the prospect is both of these twins are going to the Early Human Learning Center or whatever it is, like Harvard before even elementary school. Let's put it that way. And that's
super Ivy League like pre-K bullshit.
Yeah, so they're like throw it to Henry. See what his thoughts are at this moment because he's so smart. Here's what happens.
Can a girl poop from her vagina?
Do girls poop from their vaginas?
And like, I know they're trying to do the kids say the darndest things type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we both have kids. Our kids are the same age as each other. I have a just turned 5-year-old and a about to turn 8-year-old.
Yeah.
And they do say things like that at the worst moments.
They do.
But it's never with great timing. My son...
No, the comedic timing there was amazing.
The last time we visited my parents, you know the song, Do You Know the Muffin Man?
Of course.
Who lives on Muffin Street or whatever. My son...
Drury Lane.
Whatever. Well, my son...
Another R that doesn't belong in the word, by the way.
Yeah. My son saying, do you know the butthole man, the butthole man, the butthole man? Do you know the butthole man who lives on Butthole Street? And then he was like, do you know the diarrhea man? And then he did the whole song. He did this like 10 different iterations. He goes, wait, I got a good one. Do you know the doo-doo butter man? And this was like 15 minutes of my life. And just like staring mortified at my fucking son and like looking back at my parents. And they're just like... But like they don't say things like that. They don't say like
No. Do they squat over and take huge logs from their veggies? No, they don't say stuff like that. Yeah. Jack, by the way, is scared of lizards, a thing that we're just learning now, I'm pretty sure. If you know the Meet the Parents canon better than I do, and you want to email us, where do they hit us up to let us know that Jack was always afraid of lizards?
theworstmovieevermade.com. And I think you're right. I think like they, like I said, alluded to earlier, like they really know this. There's a good storyboard. It's like, oh, yeah, this fiance was like dropped because of his infidelity, and like he's being suspected of infidelity, and like they have this history, and like the beats are logical and they make sense, but then they fold in like the most low effort shit to pad them.
Yeah,
like the beats 100%. Were enough. Yeah, and they're not.
Yeah, they could have involved the main characters more. Because like it's like every fucking tertiary character in the franchise gets just as much screen time as everyone but Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller.
It's the same thing with Stranger Things. It's like you went from like 5 main characters to 40, and they all need resolutions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, which is never good. So Jack is scared of lizards, and Henry happens to have a lizard like Arthur. I think the name of I think I just pulled that out of my Jessica Alba animal finger area.
Yes.
But this lazy comedy, ensues, and the lizard runs across the table, and Jack is like, and that scares Greg enough that he takes the honorary Irish Burns turkey carver and carves his own finger off with it.
Yeah.
And sprays blood all over Jack, and it's just too much, dude. Like this is okay. So this is beat for beat with the ashes of Jack Burns' mother.
Yeah.
Think about how fucking good that scene was.
Yeah.
When Stiller, Greg is bombing. He gives the little smorgasbord speech over dinner because he doesn't know how to pray because he's Jewish. He doesn't know how
day
to
by
make,
day by day.
Yeah.
He's just quoting song lyrics and
so
shit.
good.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good.
He's looking out of one eye to make sure no one's fucking sussing him
Yeah,
out.
everybody's looking at each other like, is this for real? And then at the culmination of that terrible speech, he shoots off the cork in the champagne that he bought at the drugstore, the shitty champagne, and it flies and hits the urn of Jack's mother, who we were just explained to about. That was like the Mike Myers from Austin Powers sentence right there. But the urn hits the floor, and Jack is so upset, and then the cat goes over because he doesn't have kitty litter. He's been trained to pee in a toilet. The cat goes over and starts using the mother's ashes as kitty litter because he's been deprived of the whole thing is set up fucking well.
It's like Chekhov's gun done right because they plant so many little seeds.
Yes,
where it's
but that's
going
why
to come into play later.
So fucking
that's
good.
Going to come into play later. That's going to. Whereas here's he has heart problem. He never had lizard fear. Let's have lizard play into heart problem.
Here's the carving knife that we're also introducing right now. Here's the tradition of carving the turkey that we're just introducing. You know what I mean? It's like every fucking element was not built into the story to make this funny.
My ongoing theory
it is
if you set up the joke and have the punchline 30 seconds later, not good. But
it never works.
If you set it up in the first act and the punchline happens 2 acts later, it's like, oh, they're calling back to that thing that we all knew about.
Never have you ever been proven so right as when we've reviewed this particular movie, because it is so true in this one, dude. So he cuts his finger off. He sprays Jack with blood all over the place. The cut never comes back. It's not a problem. It doesn't.
Nope.
In Meet the Parents, it would be a huge problem. Like somehow he would get blood in something, and it would be like he would be found a murderer or something, and sentenced to jail for 3 days until they figured out why his blood was in the scene or something. Anyway, Kevin shows up. Svetlana broke up with him because Greg's advice was shitty, apparently. So Jack accompanies Greg to, I said because, but this doesn't tie together. We just know now that Kevin is in Chicago because that's where they live. And he's going to be a menace for the rest of the movie for no reason. Other than they don't have enough scenes for everyone, so they have to mix Kevin in to get the length of a feature film. So Jack accompanies Greg to a tour of the early human school. Since Pam is sick, I have a theory on why Pam is not in this movie very often. You can guess at home. I'll reveal later. That leads to an awkward car conversation, which is shades of the first movie when they do the Puff the Magic Dragon conversation. And I'll let you hear it for yourself. This is Hoodwinks.
Are you still physically attracted to my daughter, Greg?
Pam? Are you kidding? Yes, Jack. Jack, there's never been a problem with that.
Even after her body has endured the hellish ordeal of birthing twins?
Yes, even after that, it's all good. It's all good under the hood.
That's disgusting.
And the real shame is, you don't film these movies in order. You film all the car scenes with the car scenes. You film all the kitchen table scenes with the kitchen table scenes. So it's to the talent involved, that was a funny moment between Ben Stiller and Robert De Niro. And their minds are someone's going to edit this and contextualize it to make it a funny movie. And then years later, Ben Stiller goes on Twitter. He's like, you don't need to watch this one to understand the upcoming sequel because it's completely nothing.
Does he say that?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's just been like, Sorry.
Well, the depth of that is that Jack is worried about Dr. Bob's influence, like the successful medical, man who goes around banging chicks at hotel conventions is what he's worried is like a common theme among people in
his
this
family,
area.
in his circle of trust.
Right. He didn't see Bob coming because he was too focused on Greg doing so.
Yeah.
Anyway, the school impresses Jack. He wants Pam and Greg's kids to attend this particular school because they're very stringent and like the learning is very much like the learning he was doing for Henry.
Yeah.
Or whoever, maybe it was Deb's kid in the second one. You know how he's got like the boob out and he's like doing the Einstein, like and the Mozart and all this stuff, So of course he's like really impressed. The principal of the school meets them both and mistakes them for lovers, which is another low-hanging fruit joke.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro and Ben Stiller fucking. I'm just gonna put that in your mind.
Who's the bottom?
It's got to be Ben.
Yeah, I was about to say Ben too.
Yeah, because I think De Niro is dead, dude.
And like De Niro's gonna be on top, going, "You talking to me?" to the back of his head the entire time.
And
I just hear that.
Ben looks up and he's like, "I'm Derek Jeter."
And he's like, "No, I'm Kevin Costner." For these deep cuts, go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
So Harvey Keitel is fucking Greg over, not fucking Greg. He's not saying I'm Derek Jeter, but he's the backyard pool man, who I think was inspired by a very little known Christopher Walken role in a movie called Envy with Ben Stiller and Jack Black. Have you ever seen that one?
Vaporize one where like they invent the spray that makes dog shit vanish, but like once you patent it?
Love that movie, dude. It is terrible. We should probably do it
it's reliably Jack Black.
I will defend it.
It's both of them reliably being their most typecast character, and then like being set in a cage like Beta Fish and like
yeah. And I don't know why I like it so much, but I think because Jack Black and Ben Stiller together just fucking works. But Christopher Walken is great too.
I think you go into that kind of movie just like knowing what the expectation is, and whatever it is will exceed what little you had in store for it mentally.
Yeah, I mean, if your movie is about a company that they founded together called Vaporize, like know it's not a very serious take.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, you should check out Envy. But anyway, I think Harvey Keitel's character here is inspired by Christopher Walken's character in Envy. Harvey Keitel is fucking him over by like taking a very long time to put in the pool in the backyard. And Greg, who is a bit of a pushover, probably.
Yeah.
A little too empathetic, a little too letting things get, skate by, which, I can be a little bit that way, so I get it. He comes back to the backyard where the twins are supposed to be having their birthday party in 2 days, and Keitel's crew are just fucking around.
It's a giant
drinking coffees, laughing it up. And there's just a big pit in the backyard. The pit will come back. We'll talk about that in a little bit, which only serves to piss me off more. So if you're not yet interested, get interested in that pit because we're going to get deep in there. Get real deep in that pit in a little bit. So you've got Harvey Keitel saying, we ran into all these problems. I got to charge you more money. And then Owen Wilson's Kevin and Jack, they go after Harvey Keitel on Greg's behalf, which pisses off Greg because Greg's supposed to be the God-Focker at this point. So I think the joke is that they're all like kind of like grabbing the top of the stick and they're doing the thing where the hand goes over where there is no stick and it's like Kevin and it's Ben and it's Kevin, it's Jack, it's Greg, it's Kevin, it's Jack, it's Greg, like at this point.
Charlie, pickle, who cares?
Who cares? But it led me to think that Owen Wilson, Ben Stiller, Harvey Keitel, and Robert De Niro are in a scene that was terrible. It just completely sucks my asshole. And this movie did that.
It's so upsetting because like this movie should not have failed the way it did.
Yeah, it really should have.
They had fucking gold. They had all this fertile ground and all these like great dynamics to play into, and they had a good storyboard. And they fuck up everything.
It sounds though like it didn't fuck up financially. You said it made 331 mil.
Yeah, but like it made 100 million. It was 100 million, and they brought in 310. But the one before it was 80 million and brought in 522 million.
Yeah, I mean that's the skyrocket.
The first one was 55 million and brought in 330 million. So they all made like 6x, but this one made like 3x. And once you factor like marketing, theaters cuts, and all that shit, this one probably like just barely broke even. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it broke even, paid the bills.
Yeah.
Everybody succeeded a little bit, but then they knew like we can't keep going. Although apparently there's another one. There's another one after Little Focker?
Focker-in-Law is coming out in November.
This November?
With Ariana Grande.
We absolutely have to do this as an emergency worst movie ever made. Bad episode, because I guarantee you it's going to be awful.
So I don't name drop because
I'm not saying that because of Ariana Grande. Yeah, I just know it's going to be bad.
I don't name drop for like personal reasons, but like at this point, it's like my job is my job. I edit and write for a site called Giant Frickin' Robot, and one of my writers was like, Ben Stiller's going to rehash this thing again, and it's going to suck. And that's what inspired me to pick this title, because like I read up all about it before watching the trailers and stuff, and I was like,
yeah,
Little Fockers does. I love the first two. I actually don't remember seeing the third one, which I saw in theaters because it was such a nothing burger.
Yeah.
And then like that inspired me. It sent me on this rabbit hole when we had our poll kerfuffle. I'm like, we need to review this because I was just coming off of editing a bunch of articles about it, and I was like, shit, this is perfect for the show. And
Rob, I'm inspired. I think we should fucking do Meet the Parents. It's a good movie episode,
dude. You know what?
I really think it's fucking.
This is
great.
episode 7, so 3 weeks. Like that'll put us like really close to like not really close, but like topically close enough to the release.
We'll keep it going.
It'll be within enough recency of the movie coming out that people like search Meet the Fockers and Meet the Parents, and like our show will show up with a thumbnail of us being all like this. So like we should totally do that.
We'll have like a Vecna vein like attached to both.
Yeah,
on either end. Yeah.
Vecna vein. Okay. Yeah, so official, you heard it here first. End of the season, we're gonna do Meet the Parents.
Meet the Parents.
Okay,
I'm
done.
I'm fucking
locked
down.
in.
It's so good, dude. It's
locked
so good.
In. No, I love that movie. I unironically love it, and it's like it was great being a millennial at the age that came out and watching it with your boomer parents. Because
100%, dude. It was one of those. It was one of the only ones that I could get together with my parents and actually enjoy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It let me meet my parents in the living room to like kind of borrow the phrase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I didn't get to do if it wasn't Supermarket Sweep. Yeah. I wasn't like hanging out with my parents watching anything really, but like they didn't want to watch fucking cartoons.
And it's funny because this suffers from like we have our parents are still boomers and we're still millennials, and it's like we're all seeing like the remnants of acute lead poisoning like taking over our parents like who are once sharp and virile.
No, that's actually true. It's a horrifying thing to talk about.
And the humor in this like is indicative of that, where it's like we could just say Focker over and over again, and like if this came out like
cat flushing a toilet. Yeah. Oh my god!
If this came out like now, it'd be like Donald Trump.
Yeah, right.
This thing. He'll be watching CNN doing this thing. Go ahead.
I want to die. So through more hijinks of the ridiculous sort, Greg buries Jack under hundreds of pounds of dirt. Harvey Keitel doesn't want to move the truck because his union guy isn't there or whatever, and the truck has to get moved, and it's in such like fast forward that you don't even understand why they're moving the truck before they're in it, and Greg is like, I'll do it because I need to be the Greg Focker, and Jack is like, all right, I'll let you do it because I'm old and I might have a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then he's like directing it. Anyway, Greg pulls the wrong lever. All of a sudden, tailgate on the giant dump truck opens, buries Jack in sand. And then I wasn't sure, maybe giving the movie too much credit. Dina's there using the Q-tip to get the dirt out of Jack's ear. And I was wondering, because we got the lizard laying eggs in his ear, like, was he going through like post-war trauma when she was like surgically removing the lizard eggs out of his ear, but it was sand. You know, like
I'm gonna call that a happy accident.
He should have had a fucking twitch or something.
Yeah,
you know.
I think you're giving it too much credit, and like it's just coincidental. But like we are smart enough to make the connection where like if someone smarter wrote this, that would have been a thought.
Then it would have.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I think that was one of those, but if not, credit to you.
Yeah.
Express Yourself is the name of Barbara Streisand's show. That's Greg Focker's mom.
Yeah.
Her name is Roz. It's the Roz Focker show. So Express Yourself. Yeah. She sells Greg out like immediately after Greg asking her not to do that anymore. And I just found this like so not funny that I was offended, like on behalf of any son whose mother likes to talk about them sexually. Because ew, dude, I just can't imagine my mom like talking about my sex life. Never mind to her best friend, the whole world. Like, fuck that, dude. It's just so gross.
It's you see, this isn't my lived experience, but you see this on Instagram. I follow a lot of parenting stuff because like we're parents.
Okay. Yeah.
But you see a lot of millennial kids like distancing themselves from like their boomer parents, and like why is it so weird that I'm no longer talking to my parents? And it's like, because you mentioned at a party in front of all your friends and people I know that I wet the bed that one time when I was 7. And this incredibly embarrassing thing to me was like just like a piece of entertainment for you.
Yeah, for that night. You
at this one party, like you humiliated me to like fucking get a couple chuckles at your fucking like wine and cheese party. And like
kids you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah. So that's it's I don't like boomers. I like my parents, but I think if I met anybody my parents' age and I didn't know them personally, I probably just wouldn't like them.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Yeah.
So let's see a little snippet of that embarrassing thing that she did to him while Jack was watching with Dina and the Q-tip. This is Superstar.
My own son, who's the father of 2 adorable twins, he has issues in this department. He's busy at work. She's busy at home. Their intimacy numbers are down. They're not connecting. And what is she
fucking?
Why? It's called Sustaingo.
Sustaingo. I gotta say that sounds pretty cheesy, Greg.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at these Randy Weir bills, okay? And we could definitely use the money. And do me a favor, don't tell your dad about this, okay?
My dad? Why?
Just because he's been all into me having my financial house in order or whatever, and I just don't want to worry him.
All right, fine. I won't say anything because he's already pretty upset about you trying to bury him alive.
Honey, it was an accident.
Superstar.
Hey, can you hang on a second?
Okay.
So Jessica Alba bursts in, and his wife gets a glimpse of her voice, which I guess, dude, I didn't realize until this movie. I swear to God, it unlocked knowledge for me. But like, I didn't know that hot girls have hot voices.
But do we associate their voice with their bodies or the other way around? Because like, if all hot girls talk like this.
Yeah,
like,
then
would we be conditioned to think that was hot?
That is so. Yeah, maybe, but like,
I don't know.
No, I don't think so. Because like, I think just like some people are born angelic, and they just have the lucky gene. And when you have like a banging body and a nice face, you also have a voice to it because like you were dealt a royal flush and you're lucky.
Yeah, well, not even that. And this is gonna sound very anti body positivity.
I thought
but generally speaking. If you have a good skincare routine and you eat well and you take care of yourself and you exercise, you probably project with more confidence and like less labored. And that's a part of it.
You probably have like less cholesterol in your windpipe too. So you're probably.
I think if I were like 20 pounds lighter, I'd probably sound hotter because I wouldn't sound winded after ranting about the Fockers or what Little Fockers.
I don't know that you could sound any hotter. Plus, we already established how long you're.
I actually dial it back on air because I don't want.
I thought that I had to shoot your wiener with a anti-Sustaingo needle, but it turns out that was your flaccid, and I was pretty upset.
I'm Bud, and I'm Doyle, and when we're not out saving the Earth, we're thinking of you, naked, thigh deep in tofu. www.theworstmovieevermade.com for our Biodome episode. Go ahead.
So, was that our clip called Superstar that we just did? Because you with the tofu, you threw me off a little.
Yeah.
Jack follows Greg because he's pretty sure at this point that Greg is cheating on Pam.
Yeah.
Pam, his daughter, is one and only Pamcake.
Yeah.
Greg catches him following him through the Chicago streets.
Yeah.
He's not sure why though, which makes for a really fucking bad.
The whole looking for milk thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it just wasn't funny. So Greg catches him because Jack's not as good as his CIA peak days.
Yeah.
So Jack turns a corner and shouldn't have. He's like, oh shit, and he turns around, but Greg is like, is that you, Jack? And Jack is like, hey, I was just looking for milk.
Yeah.
And Greg's like, well, there's a corner store around the corner from here. Go there. And then Jack follows him onto the train, and Greg notices, and then Greg gets the jump on him, and Jack's like, I wasn't following you. I just needed organic milk or whatever. And Jack and then Greg's like, well, get off at the stop then, you lucky bastard. Because why not just let him follow you?
Yeah. It would have been funnier.
Because he wants to be the Greg Focker.
Because if we were writing this and this was being pitched to me, you pitched that whole thing to me, I'd just be like,
yeah,
what if Greg just red herringed him to a fucking gay bar or a illicit massage parlor?
Oh, dude, that'd be so funny.
And then when he went in to investigate, he jumped out behind him and took a picture and was like, yo, I could blackmail you with massage parlor pictures, and
better.
You're gonna have a heart attack, and now I gotta hide your fucking body because my blackmail killed you.
Yeah, right.
And now Owen Wilson wants to fuck my wife.
It's so much better. But yeah, I guess it's out of Greg's character. But so is getting the jump on Jack in the first place.
Yeah,
all he wants to do is please him. You know. So it's just a big mess, and I don't really understand it. But after Greg gets Jack to go to the organic milk market, he meets Dr. Bob the cheater at the hotel, and Bob puts a earwig in his ear. What are those things? What are those a thought that you It's an inception kind of deal. I put a little something in your ear. I feel like there's a phrase, and I just couldn't.
I mean, when you get a song stuck in your head, it's an earworm.
An ear, yeah.
Is that what you're thinking about?
Thought muffin. I put a little thought muffin in your audio oven. You know, a little something. I couldn't think of what they don't say that. But
I'm just gonna Google what's a thought muffin. A thought muffin is an internet slang or colloquial term for a useless or unwanted sudden thought that pops into your mind and distracts you. It typically describes the mental equivalent of a muffin top. Excess, slightly. I have no incentive to make this up on the fly.
I literally just made this up.
Excess,
and AI was like, I'm putting this on the internet.
Of thoughts spilling over your brain's everyday mental waistband. The term is often used in a few specific ways: overthinking, self-deprecation, and distraction.
Bro.
And it goes on.
I can't fucking believe that thought muffin is a thing, because I've never heard that. I thought I just made it up. I said in your audio oven or auditory oven or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, after Dr. Bob is like, I don't want to be on the hamster wheel anymore. I got out of there. I fucked somebody else because I never loved my wife in the first place. Not because Jack was an asshole, but because I'm an asshole. I'm still not on Dr. Bob's side, but as Greg, you're supposed to be a little bit on his side because Jack is insane, but you're not because what the fuck? I'm not going to divorce my wife. I'm going to cheat on her and force my kids to deal with that later in life because of Grandpa. No,
coward!
Fuck that.
You lying, cheating liar!
You lying, murdering, lying, murder.
You know what you did to your kids.
Greg meets Alba at the hotel convention as well, and it's rather uncomfortable because you can tell that Alba's into him, and she wants to get drinks. In fact, she has a stalker guy come over trying to hit on her, and she says, Greg, why don't you be my fiance so that I don't have to deal with this guy anymore? If you're Greg, you're probably going to do that. I'm Aaron, if you're listening, I'll probably do that for a good friend. If Susan, my best friend that isn't you, wants me to pretend to be the fiance so a creeper will leave for the night.
I mean,
I'll probably do that, because it's like it's like a
I
wingman.
think most reasonable couples, like my wife and me and your wife and you, will understand that if putting your arm around a woman at a bar so she doesn't get raped is not a sexual threat to her.
Right.
I think that's solidarity. That's you being an ally. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah. To women as a genre of
person,
sex.
a genre of person. Yeah.
Of which there are few. So he decides to go with that. She takes a little selfie he wasn't cool with.
Yeah.
Which I didn't like from Alba. I'm like, she's suspicious. Like, what the fuck's up with her character? Like, inconsistent. Because she's like super cool, and you get why he wants to bang her in the beginning. And then by this point, I'm like, I don't really understand why he's like not just fleeing to the border.
Yeah.
If I'm him, I'm getting away from her at this point because like she's just like with the selfie thing with the Nokia, the old like Nokia,
around, But here's the thing: is I understand because he's got all this familial pressure. Like his wife doesn't know that her father is potentially knocking on death's door with his heart condition. And that's the man who told him these kids need to go to the best school if my daughter, your wife, is to be happy. And like, I think he's loyal enough to his wife where he's blinded by the advances until the fucking worst possible moment. But they don't illustrate it well here. But like, I could see that happening to his character in a better context.
And I think all I'm really saying is that at this point, if you're Greg, you should know that you need to like keep a little bit of like you need to be a reverse magnet at this point.
Yeah.
Because she's latching and that can't be a thing,
Yeah.
And if we are to believe that he's as pure as he's actually supposed to be in this movie.
Yeah.
Like never really interested, even though in the beginning they're like, he entertains her because she's hot.
Yeah.
Like, any man will be more readily available to speak to a hot woman than a not hot woman.
Doug Stanhope has a great bit how there's racism, there's dwarfism, there's all sorts of prejudices you have. But the one group that has no solidarity is ugly people, because if you're hiring a receptionist and one's hot and one's homely, but they're equally competent, you're hiring the hot one.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's 100%.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
100%.
You're hiring somebody that you have to look at every day, and that's going to subconsciously or consciously. Like I don't feel the need to explain to people that that's not how I think. That's just how people think. But that's just how people think.
To add to that, too, you, who are the hiring manager, are probably also ugly, and you feel no allegiance to the ugly because you don't think you are.
Because if it was a male
it's
suitor,
just like it's the most major disadvantage that there is, because you don't want to put yourself in that tribe, so you're not going to describe yourself that way and feel empathetic.
And if you were going to hire if you had two male candidates, you'd pick the more handsome guy. Like it's just human nature.
I would.
You don't want someone covered in fucking boils and
sandwiches, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's just the way it is, dude.
So
and it sucks. But
I'm all for body positivity, but like if I'm hiring two people and they're equally competent and one's hotter, male or female, the hottie's getting the job.
You're hiring the hot one.
Yeah.
You're hiring the hot one. Hoping for a little, something on the side from the hot guy, chiseled chin himself, Throw it my way, mister. In the words of Dick Masterson, you gotta keep the flirt game on with everybody at all times, so it's nice and sharp.
Yep. Ask him what the dad's like.
Women. Ask him what dad is like. It's a winning strategy. He proved that to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, back at home later that night, Greg is confronted by De Niro with a boner. He accidentally took, and by accidentally, I mean he definitely took them on purpose, because Dino was trying to get him to like bang because the Fockers are out of the house. And he took these erection pills, and he's had a boner for 6.5 hours or something like that. Is the joke.
And for the record, if you have more than 4, that's where you run the risk of priapism, which is when your penis blood hardens for not being in circulation long enough. and then your blood turns to stone. Yes, inside your dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Greg needles his penis to chase the boner away, which is really nice of him because I don't know that I would have it if say we were in that situation ourselves. Could we do it? Because I'm not going to even say what the situation is because I can't bring myself. The next day, the family goes to Kevin's to assess the backyard for the twins' birthday party since it's inaccessible at the Fockers' house. The backyard ain't working because there's a giant pit in the backyard.
Yeah.
It is then revealed that Kevin has a Pam Tramp stamp. And his explanation isn't doing it for me, bro.
No.
He's like, I'm like, here's a picture of the woman I love most of my entire life. Please put a portrait of her on my lower back. And then instead of giving the tattoo artist the grandmother's portrait, he pulls out Pam's portrait, which is just too convenient, and it says forever or something underneath. And in his drunken stupor, he gets a Pam tattoo on his lower back that he's not thinking about getting lasered or covered or nothing. He's just sticking it out. And Robert De Niro, his Jack character, is like, that's actually a rather flattering portrait of you. At this point, Jack is like, okay, Kevin's actually a fucking insane person who is stalking my daughter, and I need to call, my homies at home office and be like, hey, 41977, I'm looking for the lemon meringue or whatever, and then get me more files on Kevin Hawley or whatever the fuck his name is, because this guy is going to murder. He's going to sex murder my daughter. For sure,
Yeah.
That's where I think it would go. But no, Jack is like, what a my bad, bro.
Go ahead.
He's like, what a flattering portrait of my daughter you have on your lower back there, with the bedazzled piercings. I think it was to make it look like a belt or something. Anyway,
hey, can you hold for 1 second? There's a
bro. Of course. So it's then revealed that he's got the tramp stamp.
Yeah.
He's got the bedazzled earring jewelry studded into his lower back, I think.
Yeah.
Or am I imagining that? I'm not even sure.
Nah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I think he does. Anyway, so Robert De Niro's Jack is cool with it, which I think is totally fucking insane.
Doesn't fit his character.
No, it doesn't. We're off to early human school for the aptitude test.
Yeah.
The kids are testing to get into the school for the gifted. The daughter is a genius and the son not so much. Do they do this at higher learning, low-level kindergarten style schools where they test IQs? Because it seems pretty
I'm not sure.
Inconclusive at this age as to whether your IQ is super high. But then again, they told me what my 7-year-old's IQ is, and I was like, oh, that's interesting.
I'm not sure because especially now, because IQs don't account for emotional intelligence or a bunch of other factors on a spectrum of intelligence that just because you have great pattern recognition doesn't mean you could read the room. And I think now they consider that. But maybe
I don't know. The whole IQ thing, to begin with, seems like a pretty flawed system. So I don't know.
All of that shit is
aptitude tests. I guess if you're just looking into whether or not the child is relatively intelligent, and that's the bar.
I'm an INTJ. What are you?
I'm an INTJ as well.
Really? Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
Can you believe it?
Very judgmental and introverted and intuitive and stuff.
I have actually no idea what we just said, but I believe
it's the Myers-Briggs test. It's like, are you introverted or extroverted? Are you perceptive or judgmental? Are you I'm an INTJ, which is introverted, intuitive, technical and judgmental or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I hate people and no one likes
that.
me. Is basically what it comes down to.
Well, Luckily for you, I do, and so does our listening audience of many thousands of people. How many? How many are there? You think? 6 million.
Dozens of
daily
millions.
listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the School for the Gifted, we get a theory from Jack as to a little genealogy mix between the kids. One twin, maybe a little bit more Burns. One twin, a little bit more Focker. What does that matter? We'll find out in this clip. Double dose.
Oh, he's blowing the interview.
She's setting him up to fail with these questions. I mean, Sam's a better tester anyways.
Well, that's because she takes after...
Takes after who, Jack?
Let's just say I've done some research on twins. There's a theory that in certain cases, one twin gets an extra chromosome from the father, while the other sibling gets an extra chromosome from the mother's side. Sam might be 3/4 Burns, whereas Henry could very well have a double dose of Focker in him.
And what if he does?
My grandpa Bernie taught me this. Pull my finger.
Oh.
Double dose.
Let's go out to the courtyard for some free play.
Normally, fart jokes land for me.
Yeah, but they really just force it, and it's just it's like senseless level. I think you might have even chuckled a little bit at the insanity that was the bathroom scene in Senseless.
Oh, is there corn in that? Yeah, you can find our Senseless episode at www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
But this one, you didn't laugh at all. Not even a little giggle. I don't even think I saw a smirk. Yeah, no, I didn't even see that.
Not even a wry smile. Yeah,
because it's not funny, So Greg is trying to be the Focker, the God-Focker, and he is like, little Henry can climb a rock wall if he wants to, because if I say it's okay that he climbs the Empire State Building, he can do so, since I'm his father. And then, of course, Henry falls off of the rock wall and breaks his wrist. This leads Jack, who is still superstitious, still suspicious, still, I can't think of another rhyme. He tries to guide Pam away at the hospital from Greg and back into Kevin's arms, because Kevin's there, even though Kevin shouldn't be there, and in no circumstances would be there. But this movie isn't realistic at all. So everything falls apart, and Greg tells Dina about Jack's heart attack. They just have a total falling out. And this is when Greg decides to take the elevator away from his broken child, like a piece of shit who he isn't, and gets into a car with the sales rep Jessica Alba, Andy Garcia, and drives away because she happens to be there also. And so is Kevin Hart, and so is everyone that matters, except for Dustin Hoffman, who I think at this point in shooting, they didn't have contracted yet. And so they get into the car, does Jessica Alba and Ben Stiller, and they go to the new house that they're all moving into, where there's a giant pit in the backyard. And through more total bullshit, we get an insane scene coming up. Can't wait to tell you about it. For now, Greg hitches a ride with Alba and tells Pam that he's staying in the new house. She goes to get Chinese, does Alba, does Andy, and a little bit of wine, and some other pills of some kind, because she's popping more than Sustaingo. But they sit down, they're talking. If you're Greg, you're not doing this, right? Because you're a loyal husband.
Yeah.
And you've gotten, kind of the gist, like Andy wants to bang you.
Yeah.
So you're not going to let her bring wine and Chinese drugs
food to the abandoned, dimly lit in fuck dungeon that's like your future house for your family.
Right. You're not going to let her do all that, right? Because it's like
not.
Definitely, like she's definitely going to try to bang you. So she goes and starts taking these Sustangos, which, what does that do for a girl?
Estrogen high? I don't know.
Rock hard bean? I don't even know. Does it work that way?
Pussy rock hard, yeah.
Great. It sounds awesome.
Like 2 slabs of granite.
Oh, just what I'm into. Cannot wait. Anyway, He refuses her advances, but through some very super stretchy circumstances, Jack catches him. And the two of them, like, she jumps on him and like is making out with him, but he's not into it, and somehow like it looks like he is when Jack tries to like find him. It's just all, dude. It's so fucking bad. And he flees. He doesn't. I thought he was going to tell Pam immediately. I thought Jack was immediately going to go back to Dina and Pam and be like, "I caught the Focker," banging the hot young, medical chick. But he doesn't do that. So she gets really fucked up, pushes him into the pit. He falls, and not only does he land like in a hard landing position, but she like does like a superfly Jimmy Snuka from the top of the pit and headbutts him, and they both get knocked out, which is just like, this is not well established. Like good scaffolding that we understand why we've come to this point. It's just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Falling
like, this movie just
funny.
sucks.
Falling down is funny.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Yeah.
Right. Because when you hit the ground and you go, oh, that made me uncomfortable, other people get to be like, oh, I'm not uncomfortable, but he or she is. So I'm going to laugh about how they're not feeling good about themselves, because I am. And she does the headbutt and they both pass out. Luckily, Dustin Hoffman has just been signed on to this movie, and he comes in and he's like, Greg, Gaylord, whatever, I think he calls him Gaylord. He's like, hey, where are you? And Greg wakes up from the sound of his dad's voice. He's in the driveway, and he climbs out of the dirt, and so does Jessica Alba. And they're going off to the party now. Only Dustin Hoffman wants to take a crack at her because she's so hot that he gives her a little flamenco. And, he is about to abandon his wife for this young lady, because that's what Fockers do. And then he, gets in the car with Greg, and he's like, of course you didn't cheat, because that's what Fockers do. The total, contradiction immediately. Anyway, thank God for Dustin Hoffman. Let's see all of what I just described in this new clip. This is called Civility.
Okay? Dad, what's that hole? Why are you so muddy? Where is everyone?
They're at Kevin's. Party's over at Kevin's. I gotta get over there.
The kids' party's at Kevin's?
I thought you were in Spain.
I was, but I can't miss my little gazoogas turning 5. How are you?
Oh, man. I'm so sorry. I was so messed up last night. Oh.
Who's that?
That is, Dad, that's Andy Garcia.
Oh.
She's a work colleague of mine.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Yeah, she took a few too many prescription pills, and then she pushed me in the pit.
Total party foul. My bad on that one.
Garcia? Is that Spanish?
Okay,
Yeah,
you gotta go.
my grandparents are from Sevilla.
Are you kidding?
You gotta leave.
I was just in Seville mastering the flamenco.
See you, Andy.
No way.
Dad.
What? But I gotta show her a few moves. Her grandparents are from Seville.
Dad, no,
okay.
no, Dad, I gotta go.
Capre.
Olay! Your dad's really good.
The faster you go indicates an increase in sexual
Andy,
power.
good luck.
Adios, Pops.
Adios.
The faster you go indicates your endurance and sexual prowess, or something like that. So he's like, I will fuck you really well, because even though I'm old, I can do my feet real fast. Off father and son Focker go to save the day. They're headed to Kevin's, where the party is. Kevin is dancing for all the children. You know what I thought was really funny about this?
His full body.
They have all these well, I mean, that was great, but they have all these flags that are like hiding him from the camera. So they pull all the flags away, and there's Kevin, and he leaps through like a hoop of fire. But the entire crowd watching him is behind the flags also. So the flags do nothing except for reveal it to the camera. You know what I mean? So
what you're saying is when they shot it, they didn't think to move the extras around to this side of the horn
to where we are.
Yeah.
Like when the big reveal happens, everyone already knew where he was. But when they pull the flags away, they all celebrate oh, it's Kevin.
There he is.
But we were the only ones who didn't know that.
Yeah.
So he's doing all that stuff. He's doing flips and shit, and he's trying to. I think he's trying to get in with the kids. Is he?
Yeah.
He's trying to get into the Focker space, right? Like he's trying to.
So.
He's still trying to fuck Pam. Right?
He's in sniffing distance.
He's within sniffing distance for sure.
Yeah.
But he's smelling some cement because of all those Sustaingo pills everywhere.
Yeah.
Jack punches Greg in the face.
Yeah.
Greg goes over to make nice with a piece of cake. He's like, he's like, it's a piece of cake offering. I think was the pun. And Jack punches him in the face. Then they go into the bouncy pit.
Yeah.
They brawl around, ball pit, bouncy house, all this stuff. After that, who gives a fuck? The Fockers reunite. Jack has a heart attack.
Yeah.
Jinxie Cat eats Arthur the lizard. Greg saves the lizard and Jack all at the same time because we need a really fast resolution. And then Jordan Peele shows up. And then you're the Greg Focker. You'll see what I mean in our last clip. Let's tie this thing up so we can get the fuck out of here. This is the Greg Focker.
I know you were telling the truth about Andy, Greg.
Really?
Yeah. The pulse rate on your carotid artery remained steady as you pleaded your innocence.
Right. Of course.
That wasn't too bad. That's kind of good.
It was never going to be Dr. Bob. It was you. It was always you.
You just relax and stay quiet, Mr. Burns. I'll see you over there, okay?
Why is he cursing at us?
Hey, we are trying to help you, sir.
What? You're the Greg Focker. What? You're the Greg Focker.
It's just so
Greg Focker.
But the corduroy artery part was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's get him up.
You kept a steady pace on your carotid artery as you were pleading your innocence. It was pretty funny.
So it's like,
but
they're still there. Like it's all still there. But it's like,
yeah. The framework, the bones are still there.
Yeah.
You know, you can make a nice like soup out of the marrow, but
yeah.
Like every once in a while, you can get these little hits, but unfortunately, they like the hellish experience of childbirth. Like when they don't know what to say for Jack, and it's not as funny. It just ruins the movie. That one was pretty good. So then we get a little Christmas scene because we're all happy again, and the Fockers and the Burns are all together. Christmas movie coming up, Nobody Bites. But apparently, come this fall, there will be another of these fucking movies.
Focker-in-law.
Here's my theory. Pam is never in the movie because I think she might be pregnant in real life at this time.
Oh, yeah. Kind of like when they made Daphne really fat in Frasier because like she was pregnant
100%.
in real life.
I think they did that with both Rachel and Monica in Friends.
Yeah. But then when Daphne was actually pregnant in real life, when she was actually pregnant in the show, canonically, she was like way skinnier
She's
than when
just fat.
Yeah.
She can't stop eating fucking chocolate in the show. And it's just not time well. Like if you were to watch the show now, you'd be like, Jesus Christ.
That whole arc was like kind of weird, like on an otherwise perfect run.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
What I have to say to end this is boo Ben and Bob, boo Harvey and Dustin, boo Owen and Barb, just boo.
Yeah.
Let's throw it to the offensive minigame.
You risked all of our lives just to spy on people's Amazon cart.
That's offensive. All right. Champion.
Dosing De Niro's ding dong or chopping Chi-Chi's cheeks.
Dosing De Niro's ding dong. We don't need to see that.
Any level of eating Andy candy.
Okay.
or no balls?
What's the Andy candy?
So Andy Garcia is Jessica Alba, and I think that Greg should like clearly define the rules. Like, I'm not interested in having sex with you.
That is more offensive.
He's eating some Andy candy.
I think that's more offensive because he could have been like, he lacks self-awareness in these lanes, and like that's part of his character, but they didn't like convincingly do that. So it was just like, she wants to fuck you at your home.
What she rides is that like guys who know that there's a girl that's interested in them, they don't want to be very clear because it's good for your ego when the girl like clearly wants to have sex with you.
Yeah, so he's in the wrong.
Like, you're not gonna do it, you're not gonna bang her, but like it's good for your ego to like kind of get the vibe that she does.
Yeah.
So that's what Greg's going through. But if you're in a committed relationship and she's making like super advances, like you gotta just be like, this is not you're not like telling me I'm muscular. You're like telling me you want to fuck me. Those are two different things. You know?
I think he's in the wrong and it's more offensive, but I want to know how much he was offered.
Yeah, I mean, like millions of dollars.
We're gonna give you $500,000 to do one keynote, and it'll cover both your kids' educations.
Like millions, like
and you just have to pretend to like me and like not whip your dick out. I could see that being like a thing you have to grapple with mentally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see it.
We don't know that number though, so I think he's in the wrong and it's more offensive.
We don't. Goku to Geeko, or the Pam stamp.
Pam stamp.
So very clearly, the winner on this one is Little Fockers.
Yeah, let's give it the advantage though, because I think Dragon Ball needs everything it needs to not be the worst of the season.
I completely agree. All right, let's throw it then to bad credit names.
Dick Oakes, Blake Nickel, Beth Bowling, Jon Snow, Catterley Fraunfelder, Unsun Song, and Jeff Kunkel.
Jeff Kunkel.
That's
the worst.
Yeah. Mel okay, let's throw it to the movie comparison.
He's the goddamn enemy. Yeah. Well, I got bigger fish to fry than watching clouds.
Let's compare the movie and get the fuck out of here.
It's over.
All right.
Little Fockers and Dragon Ball Evolution. We already know what's more offensive, but we've need. Can you say we've need?
We should. Yes.
We've need to compare them the rest of the way. Maladapted Animatrix or Kosmo Kramer Jenga?
Maladaptive Animatrix.
Okay. Offensive, we already know.
These were both propped up by lore from previous properties, but Dragon Ball had so much more fertile ground to dig from, and they still fucked it up.
Oh, so much.
Yeah.
They could have gone so many places with it.
Yeah.
They could have given Piccolo, like a couple of antennas, and he would have looked like an actual villain.
But I feel like Little Fockers just painted itself into a corner. I think they focus group the fuck out of it, or like, this is what the audiences want, and they gave them too much of it without thinking about what actually made it great. Which is like, it happens. But like, it's not what happened to Dragon Ball. Yeah.
It do. Okay, so we're giving that one to Dragon Ball, but we're giving offensive to Little Fockers. So acting.
Dragon Ball.
100%. Dialogue.
Dragon Ball.
Okay. So all we need is to compare demerits, but I don't know your demerit yet for...
It goes into the lead poisoning thing, and what I just said too. So it aged with its audience, but I think it was irredeemable fan service. They go, what jokes got the most laughs from the first two, and how could we jam as many of them into the third one without like realizing the situational beats and elements that made those jokes work in the first two but not work in the third one? Because they so. Yeah, just
How do you word it?
Too much of a good thing, or like digging member berries. Aged with his audience, I guess, is the most succinct.
Oh, fuck. My bad. We ran long, bro. Can't believe we did it. No, that was the alarm to switch the clothes from the washer to the dryer. Otherwise, Aaron will yell at me. But I didn't think we'd go as long as we did because I only had 7 clips or something total. So.
Age with his audience, because I feel like the boomers that like the first 2 probably love this one.
Aged with its audience.
Yeah. Whereas like the people who are still like, lucid were like, what happened?
Right. Okay, but I mean, still, Dragon Ball Evolution is the clear winner.
Worse,
between the two.
Way worse, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It is so much worse. Next week.
Blank. Are we doing blank check?
Okay. Yeah, I think we are.
And then the following week we'll throw that Bruce Willis one up.
Fuck yeah. So next week we're doing Blank Check 1994 with a bunch of people that you don't know. But Tone Loc, have you ever heard of him?
Yeah.
The rapper from the early 90s?
Yeah.
Wild Dang.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Yeah.
And a couple other people you will recognize because you don't have any choice. You just know their face, but you don't know their names. They're in this. So I can't wait to go over this one. I'm not going to even describe it. But it's a kid's movie that I loved as a kid. And already when I was 9 years old, knew how flawed it was.
Yeah.
And now I cannot forgive it.
It's not without issues.
Oh my God. Little pedophilia as well.
Yeah. Casual.
Yeah.
All right.
But, that's America, apparently.
Yeah.
Worst movie of the season so far is Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yeah.
And Rob, why don't you give us a plug?
Yeah. You can find us at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. We're going long. So, dude, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, email, all the other things. YouTube, Google Play, like everything. www.theworstmovieevermade.com. We are everywhere. And Chris, do you have a last word?
Fuck, no, I didn't even think about it. Pam Stamp.
Nice. Why do we always go so long? Oh, we have some pre-roll and we have my daughter interrupting us.
The shorter the movie, the longer the episode.
That'll be edited out, so it'll probably be our average length.
Just to spy on people's Amazon carts.
Thanks, Shane Maeve, JK, Slow Driv, Mitch McKay, Joanne,
let's compare the movie and get the fuck out of here.
It's over.
The audience, Rob, Kayla, I guess.
Bye, Jelly School.
Oh, and I wanted to thank somebody else.
Hurry up.
What's his fucking name? Yeah. Sorry.
I'm about to stop Discord.
God damn it. All right, just go. Vernon Carl.
Vernon Carl. Hey, Vern. You know what I mean,
Thanks,
Vern?
Vernon Carl.